Hi, I'm Kate and we're from Coots Puppies. We are licensed breeders and Kennel Club assured breeders of miniature and standard, smooth and long-haired Dachshunds. This is Wilma. She is one of our standard girls, chocolate and tan, as you can see. And this is little Evie. She's one of our true little minis, again, chocolate and tan. Wilma's actually pregnant, 46 days pregnant, so she might look a little bit round the belly. And little Evie is actually in season, so she's feeling a bit sorry for herself today. Quite often we're asked the difference between minis and standards, and we find it very difficult to be able to explain this in weights. And to try and explain that over the telephone or over social media is very hard. So we've decided to do this short video today so that we can show you visually what to expect when comparing a standard and a mini. So as you can see by looking, most obvious difference of course is weight. A true miniature Dachshund would weigh between 4.5 kilos and 5. And Evie is a perfect 4.5, aren't you, Evie? And then Wilma, a standard Dachshund. A standard should weigh between 9 and 12, so quite a big difference. Wilma is 9.5 kilos, so she's a good example of the weight difference. I'm going to turn them round so that you can see them from behind. I don't know if that gives you a good idea of the difference. Obviously proportions are the same, so what we want this lovely long back, like you can see. A Dachshund should be fit for purpose. They're hounds, so they should have good quality strong hindquarters. Remember the job they've got to do. They're diggers, they're badger dogs. And then if you look at their front quarters, what we don't want, yes, we want short legs, but what we don't want is short fat legs. We want them fit for purpose. So we want them nice and strong. We want a nice long nose. We don't want the short nose, nice long nose. Hello, darling. And we want nice long ears. So that's what we're looking for. But back to the sizes. I think you can clearly see the size difference. The other thing we're asked about a lot, of course, when comparing standards and minis is there a temperament difference? You tend to find that people will favour one over the other. I have to admit I'm a bit of a standard fan. Temperament-wise, in terms of them both being fiercely loyal, they're loving, they're lovely family pets, great with children, I think it would be fair to say that a standard has a calmer disposition. They're a little bit more consistent in their temperament, a little bit quieter perhaps. The minis tend to be a little bit more playful. They can be a little bit more vocal at times, but really that's the only difference that I think I could say. The other thing we're asked is there a difference between boys and girls? Should I have a boy? Should I have a girl? I don't think there's much difference, in honesty, with my experience with them. I think it really doesn't matter which you have in terms of their characters. I would only say it's a consideration if you've already got a pet dog at home, because obviously you've got that consideration. If you have a boy, for example, and you bring in a girl, you've got to think about the implications of seasons, but that would be my only consideration there. So I think that covers everything, guys. I hope you've got a good idea now of the difference between the standards and minis, and thanks for listening.